I try to do it right at
All right,
first storm, get done and over with.
7 p.m. Ready. All right, let's go ahead and stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Welcome to the main meeting. Review and accept the bills. Has everybody had a chance to look at the bills?
Yes.
Can I get a motion to accept the bills?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
And
Dave. All in favor?
I,
Opposed? Let's have it. Okay, everybody had a chance to look at and accept and look at the minutes.
I'll make the motion.
Margaret makes a motion.
I'll second.
West second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Okay. All right. Presentation. Chief?
So for April, we had 21 calls, 9 EMS, 1 MVA, 6 pumping details, 1 propane natural gas leak, 1 fire alarm, 3 mutual aids. We received mutual aid 1 time. 5 of the 21 calls were during the workday during the week, and we're at 84 calls for the year. We're going to be having firefighter physical June 9th. And for everybody, we're going to be having flag retirement ceremony at 6:30 on June 9th. Also, yes.
Okay.
Um,
Like you did last year.
like we did last year.
You're gonna get a bigger pit.
Yeah, we need a bigger pit, yes. If anybody's interested, so if we remember, as of the first of this year, the National Fire Reporting Service, we had to switch from our old system, which was called NIFERS, to a NEAREST system, a different program now is First Due that we report through. And we can now print off a little fancier reports for the month if anybody's interested in seeing them. So, that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Next presenter we have is Miss Miller. The floor is yours. Berry Betterment Committee.
So the Orleans County Department of History sent out a letter. The New York State Education Department is allocating $15,000 to Orleans County to help commemorate the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence and the Revolutionary War. Celebration is to recognize ongoing efforts to achieve the founding principles of representative democracy with equality for all, the unfinished revolution. So the board gave the Berry Betterment Committee form and asked us to come up with some ideas. We met the other night, and so we decided we're going to have a program. So the first one is, how will your event or a project align with the goals of the New York 250 funding? We said the youth in the community will create patriotic artwork that reflects the 250th anniversary celebration. Students will be assisted by local art teachers on June 6th of this year. The artwork created will be photographed and put into hopefully books for the youth and the town historian. The artwork will also be displayed in the town hall the months of June and July. The town historian, we hope, will be available to answer some questions at that time. They asked how we would be spending the funding. The funding will be used to digitize the artwork into books. The books will be distributed to the participants and other community members. The third question is, how will you proceed with your event or project if you do not receive any grant money? And we said if the funding is not received, the activity will still be held, but the publication of the artwork will not occur.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very much. All right, so we have no speakers tonight, so we'll skip that. Old business. Hemlock Ridge. Wes.
I don't have anything new on that, but they've been changing contacts around. I think Bridget has more than I do, probably later.
You talked to Jack Donlin today, their email?
Yes. You want to update now or when you get to my?
You get, since we're on that one for
Okay.
that, yeah.
So I emailed Jack about last week about the escrow. He said that he was happy to fund it, but didn't know who to contact. So I reminded him that Lee was on the email
Yeah,
and to please coordinate with her.
yeah.
To get the escrow funded. He also had asked if we could have our code enforcement officer sign off on this fire code letter. I told him I thought that we should have Ms. Palmer and Clark look at it, and he started backpedaling about it. So I'm gonna go back and look at it. That's where we are with that. They intend to do a pre-construction meeting in July. More details about when exactly construction is.
All right. So the Baird Solar Project, we got another inspection sheet. I'm still waiting on a reply when they're gonna fix the trees or put new trees in there, replace the dead ones, so still working that issue. Heritage Wind,
Yeah, quite a few things. I mean, there was a letter that went out, Carmen answered, several things, so. I do continue receiving, compliance reports from them, but there hasn't been much done this past month. The work on the water lines for, Poozy, Delano Steel Road are still being assessed. A decision will be made closer when they start doing the civil construction. Question was buildings on the, Poozy Road, should start, September, or October. They still need to have approvals from the state. Further construction to the turbines, roadways and like the driveways and like that probably won't start until May. They're still waiting on finalizing the SWIP plan with ORS and the DEC for clearing the trails, or clearing the trees out, clearing those out. And then work on the cement plant should start next spring. We did receive a letter concerning the funding for from New York State Preservation Office regarding the restoration framing for the flag. The fund is there, ready for us just to sign it and get it in. There is a little bit of a holdup with the person we are having build it, and he is having a difficult time finding the material, a quote for the specific material that the Preservation Committee is designated they want on that flag.
let me break in right there. So this, so everybody knows, we're trying to get this flag covered to preserve it. So we're getting, pushing for a donation to get that taken care of. And the hardest part is to get what kind of plexi is it?
UV Lexan.
So they're having a hard time finding out where that is. So, or getting it, or getting a quote on it. So that's where we are with that one.
Or polycarbonate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So he's working on getting that settled. So like I said, the money is there. It's for us to take, but we just need to make sure that all parts are ready.
Yeah.
And the quote meets the budget, the funds available.
What about the radar speed signs?
Radar speed signs, we have that, the
Yeah.
check is in-house. And I sent you and Dave an email.
Yes.
Yep.
And just
the
an update on
contacts and
that.
all that.
Yep, just an update on that. We're waiting for Dale to get a reply from DOT to make sure that the ones we're looking at are the right ones. So that,
Got that today.
okay.
I just got that from Lee today.
And just so everybody knows, we're looking at, you know how Elba has how fast you're going? We're gonna look at those for each side of the town on 98. Thank you, Wes.
I've got two things on heritage.
Oh, get it?
So there have been 2 compliance filings since our last meeting, both in the last week. One was that Heritage Wind did file an updated amendment to compliance package 1A, which was the tree clearing, so I'm assuming when that got the SWIP and stuff, they've been waiting to get back on, so there, it hasn't been approved yet, but it has been submitted, and then it was resubmitted today with an explanation of why they were submitting it. And then there was another filing today saying that they had to go back out and do an archaeological investigation, and then something was found,
And they wouldn't tell us what it was
and they, or where it is.
or where it is. Blacked out like top secret shit out of DC.
So, they're following their, archaeological investigation
Yeah.
to see what they need to do. I'm assuming that that has something to do with why other things are taking a little bit. The removal.
Okay.
That's just a guess, though. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah.
You said two
Compliance filings.
All right.
That's all.
Thank you. All right, next is comprehensive plan. Planning board signed off on it. We're just waiting for the Bellas to get back with us with their final touches on what the planning board gave them. We're still waiting on that. So we can't move forward till we get that back. And then once we get it back, the board will look it over and then we'll go from there to the public hearing. Water District 10, we're gonna get into that here in a little bit, but just in short, doesn't look like Water District 10 is gonna go through. We'll get into that more here shortly. New water tower. Dale, you want to give us a update on what's been done, just with you and Jason?
We did some fire flows last week, Thursday, for some data to put into the system. And as Jason said Monday night there, I can't repeat everything that he said, but there's a lot of things that go into the plan or to the model. Yeah. And that's one of them. And tower locations, pump locations, then they'll play with all that and come up with the best scenario.
So the next step, as soon as that's all done, is just start looking for location, right?
Yeah.
So that again is the new water tower we're gonna be looking at.
Yeah, dude, what happened with Murray?
They know more about Murray than I do. They were at their meeting.
Kirk, you want to give them a quick update? You talked to them.
Yeah, we saw their supervisor last month, and he seemed to think they were all on board with it,
Okay.
and they're waiting with Albion's attorney for the letter.
Well, we were waiting to hear if they were going ahead before that.
So we haven't got nothing official.
Okay,
Yeah, but
all right,
sounding pretty good.
all right, I'll reach out, to Albion's attorney and let him know that,
Tell them add it and bring it there and see what happens. They gotta.
but Murray.
Just to add to that, I contacted about the meters. Contacted the census rep. Once yesterday, twice today, no call back. I don't know if he's out of town or what he's doing.
Mercy report. They had 19 calls down there, but when you look at it, it was only 12 calls with Mercy in all priorities. North Shore Network. I wasn't getting too much information from the individuals who are putting it up, but I did call county and I got some information. There's 3 phases to putting this internet up on the water tower and other locations here in Barre, and they're just finishing up phase 1, and Barre isn't until phase 3. It might be a little while, and they only have to the end of the year to get it all done, to get the grant. We have a audit schedule here for the town. May 19th and 20th, we're going to be audited, which is an annual thing. We just have our rep. Lee and Marina been working on all the paperwork and getting everything set. All right.
19 and 20.
1920.
19 and 20.
All right. Everybody, any other people or do we have anything else for old business that I might have skipped? Anybody? No? Good. So new business. First, we need a motion to accept the resignation of Nancy Blank for the grievance. Can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion.
What? Second,
Second.
Dave, all in favor?
Uh,
Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. Okay. Next, did you get that, John? You need a copy of this?
I'll need that.
All right, next, a motion to accept John DePatie as a member of the grievance board.
I'll make that motion.
Marvin, what? All in favor? Opposed? Ayes have it. Kirk, thanks for giving him a call. All right.
Didn't know what he's getting into.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll get you that. All right, we're gonna get into the Water District 10. Gotta read each one of these, Britton? Gotta read them in full.
I don't need to read them in full so long as, there is an overview of why we're doing them. So I think we're able to fact that the town board, considering whether or not to move forward with Water District 10 and problems have been put on hold, as of 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
So I prepared some resolutions for the board consideration. In terms of if you decide not to go for Water District 10, there's the things that we need to do in the short term. So you have in front of you resolution, determination not to proceed with construction, and a resolution authorizing communication with USDA Rural Development and other funding agencies, letting them know that you're not moving forward and releasing funds. A resolution suspending or terminating consulting work, separating we're about to have. A resolution rescinding or superseding prior implementation resolutions. A resolution directing a final accounting of project costs. And one calling for a public hearing regarding the potential dissolution of the district. So two of those that I think need to be that are not necessarily self-explanatory. The first one being directing the final accounting of project costs. In terms of consultant fees, the understanding has been since the inception of Water District 10 that consultant fees were going to be covered by the funds that you were going to get from rural development. I know that my fees have been paid consistently right along on this. I can't speak to what the status of the other consultants and whether they have been invoicing all of their time or if they were waiting for some of it until the funds came through. So we'll have to, there's a possibility that might get some bills that you weren't expecting. So just bracing everybody for that. In terms of a public hearing regarding the dissolution of Water District 10. I think this is relevant in terms of determining whether or not you want to leave Water District 10 as is or dissolve it and consider whether some other configuration is more appropriate to try and get water later time. But if we're not using the district and it hasn't been used for all these years, it does not make sense. Especially if that becomes possible to creating some other configuration of water. So that is the basis of the resolutions that you have in front of you. I don't think that you read through all of them. I do think it's appropriate to have a little bit of public deliberation about the reasoning behind not going forward.
I'll give a quick brief.
Yeah, go ahead.
So in 2019, they proposed Water District 10. 2019, we put in for a grant and got $600,000. That's when the total cost of the project was going to be $1,100,000. So we were going to take a loan. The town was going to take a loan for $500,000. There's only 30 houses, 30 residents in Water District 10. So they would have had to split up that 50,000 or $500,000 in their taxes over so many years. COVID came. COVID came and doubled it. So as of right now, and we haven't updated it in a while, but the project is $2,125,000. And I've been getting calls about what's going on with the grant, since I've been here, because it hasn't been touched in so long. So when we looked in the back in the past, $1.5 million spread between 30 residents would be quite a huge hit on taxes. It'd be huge, yeah.
Yeah, the debt, Steve, I'll throw in, the
Go
debt
ahead.
service is gonna be 1080. Correct?
Yeah.
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 Say 1100.
Say 11. Then there was other costs. For the first year, they had to pay I forgot what it was, $1,400 at the end of the year, each resident or whoever hooks up for water. Now, not all the people hooked up for water. That'd be even a harder hit on the individuals who did. So, and as of right now, since this started, the town has acquired bills of, as of right now, $128,000 that we've been covering out of the town budget, which they just keep coming. So that's why we're going to look at another way to do it. There's just no way that they can afford over there. And it's a shame, but that grant was given when the project was only $1.1 million. There will be a public hearing on it. We're gonna have to vote. We'll see about that one, right?
Yep, so in terms of going through the resolutions, I'm to adopt them as drafted.
I can read the title of each one and get a.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think the only one that you'll need to give more specificity to is what date you want to set for the public hearing. on
Yeah,
this, which
the
is
last
the
one.
very last one.
All right, here we go. So can I get a motion to determine not to proceed with the construction of Water District Number 10 improvements relating to the Town of Barry Water District 10?
I'll make that motion.
Wes. Second,
I'll second.
Margaret. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Nice. Can I get a motion for authorizing communications with USDA Rural Development and other funding agencies relating to the Town of Barry Water District Number 10? Can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Dave. Second,
I'll second.
Kurt. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Good to go. Can I get a motion to suspend or terminate further consultant work except for those out relating to the Town of Barry Water District Number 10? Can I get a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Margaret. Second,
I'll second.
Kurt. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? I got it. Can I get a motion rescinding or superseding prior implementation authorizations relating to the Town of Barry Water District Number 10? Can I get a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Wes.
Second.
Dave. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? I got it. Can I get a motion directing final accounting of project costs relating to the Town of Barry Water District 10? Can I get a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Kirk. Second,
Second.
Margaret, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have. All right. Should I just read this whole 1 and 6 or just that one and that?
I'll just give it Dave,
Okay,
I'll just read it, up to the date.
you got it. So
I'm on the accounting one.
we're on the last one,
It's the public hearing.
hearing one.
Okay, all
We
right.
just need to set a date for the public.
Yep.
So if we said, would you like to come in 15 minutes prior to the next meeting?
Yeah.
To have the public hearing?
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes, ma'am.
Instead of doing it at your June meeting, do it in July so that you could get any of those invoices back
That's a good idea.
That taken care of first.
Yeah, we could do that.
It's not, having the district exist isn't costing you any money, but I do think it gives a little bit more time to wrap up some of the other.
So I'm not sure what the July meeting is.
8th.
July 8th. Want to do it, be in at 6:45?
Yes.
All right. All right. Can I get a motion? Call the public hearing on proposed dissolution of the Town of Berry Water District 10. And that hearing, or that public hearing will be July 8th at 6:45.
I'll make that
Yeah.
motion.
I'll
Kurt?
second.
Wes? All in favor?
Kirk and
Aye.
Wes.
Kirkland.
Aye.
Opposed? I have to read all that.
That was at 6:45.
6:45. Yes, ma'am. All right. Any questions? Are we good? Okay. Now we have, everybody got, the highway surplus information.
Yes.
I need a motion so Dale can put that on the auction.
I'll make that motion.
Herb,
Second.
Dave, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? I have it. Okay, just some reports. We got, the dog shelter was, failed an inspection, the dog shelter here on the corner of 31A and 98. Due to some, serious needing repairs, we're waiting to find out if the repairs were done, and the veterinarian who did the inspection clears it. Not like we got much to do with it, but it's in our town. Pine Hill mining report for Keeler Construction was approved, came through. We got that on file. Park application. So everybody knows that if you choose to use the park for any reason, you have to come to the town building, fill out an application. The board looked over some things we needed to add. One was insurance. So we're not liable for anything. So board looked at it, liked it, and we're gonna move forward with updating it. Get that too. On the back side too.
Yeah, I thought there was something where we already covered it, you know.
We'd like to get some shelving for our storage room. Because right now it looks like everything was tossed in there. And get a motion to look at some shelving, and we gotta spend, well, keep it as cheap as possible, but shelving for the storage room. We gotta get things organized in there. Everything's just piled in there. You can't tell what's what. So if I can get a motion to look at, purchase some shelving. I'll get the prices, probably bring it up at the next meeting anyway, but
Can you talk about that at the workshop?
yeah, I brought it up quick. Then it was, we can hold, you know what, we can hold off.
No, I'll make that motion.
All right, Kurt. Make sure everybody,
But you're gonna look for pricing on it, right?
yeah,
I'll second.
Wes, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Everybody knew about the large cargo transport that went through it. I don't think they turned any electric off, which is good. All right. All right, my financial report. Year-to-date expenses for the townwide was $249,294.89, compared to the annual budget of $697,195, or 35.76% of the annual budget. Highway townwide, year-to-date expenses, $580,742.70, compared to the annual budget of $1,397,841, or 41.55% of the annual budget. We got a letter from the town of Albion just said that the town water rate for Albion is, for us, will be increased from $3.62 per 1,000 gallons, $4.28 per thousand.
Down or village?
Down.
Village zone.
We buy from the village.
Yeah, we buy.
Well, why did I get that?
Well, for the little bit that we buy.
Yeah, Culver Road.
Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
okay.
Increases. 428, which is too far.
Okay. I know.
So real quick in our system, there's a spur off of their system that feeds the very north end of Culver Road that we buy it back from them.
Gotcha. Okay. Perfect. Also, the town will be using the Energy Mart for our electric supply. They'll be providing the bills. And Dale, you're up.
Any questions on my report or the surplus items?
No, not for me.
When will those get listed?
I'll have to call the auction company tomorrow and see what kind of schedule they got. Keep you in the loop.
You guys are gonna lay them out here and take photos, or they come and do
They
it?
come and take them all.
Do, how long is that usually open, the auction?
I'm gonna say 2 weeks. Once it's announced. At least 2 weeks.
They don't wait till they got a lot of stuff. They just whoever you go there and.
We have a lot of stuff. That's the longest list I've ever had.
They'll come for just one item if you only have one item.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Nice. All right. All set. Okay. Maureen, town clerk.
All right, you have my report in the check I gave you last week.
Yep.
Water was due on Monday and we've gotten quite a bit in. Penalties will be applied tomorrow to them, and I've balanced out the taxes, and they'll go back to the committee by Friday.
Thank you. Assessors report. Dave, you gonna read it?
Yeah. Monthly report for the town assessor for May of 2026. The reassessment project update. The reassessment remains on schedule. Tentative assessment roll was filed on May 1st, and follow-up notices were sent to those that had informal review meetings with the assessor. She had a total of 43 informal review meetings prior to the tentative roll, along with several email and phone calls during the 7-week period since the initial notices were mailed. The Board of Assessment Review will be meeting on Tuesday, May 26th from 10 a.m. to noon, and from 1 to 4, and from 6 to 8 p.m. She's currently scheduling appointments for anyone that wants to attend. There's currently seven pending sales in the town of Barry and 3 active new listings within the last few weeks. All listings that are pending are above the new assessed values, and the real estate market continues to remain strong in the first half of 2026. She'll be meeting with the Board of Assessment Review prior to the grievance day to go over any questions that they may have. Respectfully, Don Allen, Assessor.
Thank you, Dave. All right. Code enforcement report. Following permits were issued: roof permit on East Lee Road, pavilion permit on Eagle Harbor Road, pole barn addition on Oak Orchard Road, and closed porch permit on Crane Road. We closed out new roof permit on Gray Road. He's also renewed a special use permit for Pro Seal paving. There are several other permits coming in and that are being reviewed. He's got quite a box of ones that he needs to close out from way past history. Planning board.
We had a short meeting last month, mostly about the comprehensive plan and what they went over, what changes needed to be done. Sent it to Labella. Like we said, we were just waiting for him to come back. That was pretty much it. They discussed, training options. No, and there was no meeting this month. No business.
Thank you. Zoning board, Margaret,
No meeting this month.
no meeting. Dave, Park,
Park looks great. Probably since I got in, I try to go there a couple times, and you know, I'm like on my way home from work, I'll drive in. It's been gloomy. I mean, usually get nice days, but we haven't really had any. But it's starting to look nice. It's all turned up. Looks really good.
speaking of Park, do you, I should have sent it, I don't know if I sent it to you, this training on park safety stuff. Would you do that training?
Nymer,
Yeah,
I was out of town.
it's,
The
no,
one that, like a week or so ago?
no, I sent it to you this week.
Oh,
I'll double check, make sure, but
there's two of them next week, Wednesday.
Okay.
And I'm signed up for both of those.
Okay,
They're
good.
webinars, right?
yep,
Yeah.
yep.
I'm
Okay,
not sure if one of those was Parker.
I just didn't know if you got it, I wanted to make sure you did, okay.
Yeah, I can't think of the
Yeah.
rep's name, but they send them to me all the time too.
Good. Utilities, Dave,
Everything seems normal. No high highs or low lows. You just
Yeah.
switched over to a different provider, biller, or whatever you want to call it.
exactly. All right, thank you. Bridget,
And we've touched on all of my open items. I just, in terms of the Nextdoll, the internet, I have not heard. I know that you gave the update that we're in base 3, but I just,
yeah,
so you know, I have not heard it.
we're still waiting on all those other details. I reached out to Jack Welch at the county, maybe I gotta go down there. I'd stop in and see him and see what's going on. So we're not getting anything, and
Yeah, I mean, they're still sitting on the same comments I had on the lease.
Yeah.
January.
they wanna take that stuff down, and your advice on that was good. We're not gonna, Dale's not gonna open the gate until we get the paperwork set.
Yeah, no. But I've heard nothing other than the emails that I saw.
Thank you.
All right, that we've covered all of.
All right,
Oh, one other thing.
Yes.
So this came up last week. There was a possibility that Hemlock would be seeking a subdivision. They think they've found a way to not. So we may not be getting. But I'm in contact.
okay. 'Cause Jared's waiting for something.
Yeah, so it would be passed back.
Okay.
You may never.
All right, so the next board workshop is June 8th, 5 PM. The next town board meeting is June 10th at 7 PM. Is there anything from the board before we,
I'm wondering if we should post this on our website, somehow or on your Facebook, and the auction company that's gonna be.
Yep.
yeah, as soon as you get, yeah,
Somebody's.
Sure.
might-
Get all that stuff to
Yeah.
delete.
that'll work. Sounds good. All right, can I get a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion.
Wes,
I'll
Second.
second.
Margaret, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Let's have it. All set. Thank you, everybody, for coming.
That was much of a lot.